Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Uneducation Station. Of course, I am Zach, and today we have the return of a homeless man, our buddy Jackson.
Oh yeah, I already moved his camera, so
Wow.
we were simultaneously sipping on our G Fuel. You know that you could use code North on.
I feel like North is going to be so upset just by the stupid product placement that we
No,
used for
it's
their
not
code.
any. And what is the word? All press is good press, except this is good. We're drinking on it right now, man. What's wrong with it? Okay. I have to open this up because you guys seem to have gone on an adventure while I was doing hard people work.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, first of all, welcome back, Jackson. We have him back. Why? We can't get another guest. So he's here again.
Poor show.
It's okay. He's taken over my set, my angle, my mic that I love so much.
Your headphones.
My headphones, but I got new headphones,
Yeah.
so it's okay. So he's back and it's great. He's in my angle, testing angles. Anyways, enough meta. Where the fuck were you two at?
Angles. We were. I don't.
Oh yeah,
fucking know.
context. Give context.
Okay, so basically, both of us ride scooters, and I wanted to film some edit clips for when I post the web edit.
It's not in front of the mic.
Oh shit! Cool. Hi.
It's still not in front of the mic.
What? Is that?
You know what? Whatever. It's fine.
That's good. No, that's good. This way.
Oh.
There we go. Just.
No, that was too far. Oh.
Ju-
Is that good?
Yes, it's great.
that's
It's
perfect.
great.
Okay.
Sorry, we were not prepared for this episode. It would have been fine if Jackson would have been on this side and everything. I had everything set up ready.
I blame Zach.
I blame Zach because Zach's like, hey, maybe we should have Jackson on this side. I was like, what the fuck, Zach? That was a terrible idea. I didn't say that actually, but I meant
Okay.
it.
To be fair, I was trying to do it for the sake of science.
I know.
We could see what this angle looks like.
I know it does look good though. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. But
Anyways, Jackson.
added like another hour of setup,
Yeah.
and we're still setting up. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, these two ride scooters.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I wanted to just film some clips. Plus, me and Zach and I hadn't taken a trip in a long time just together, which we actually used to do quite often.
Right.
So I was like, hey, this weekend, do you want to just chill and like go to like Yakima, Pendleton, and like Tri-Cities and all that stuff, and then just come back, like do a day or 2 day trip? It's like, yeah, sure, okay. So we took off on Saturday, like early Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then went, stopped in Bingen, Washington, went up to Yakima, rode there for a bit, got a few clips there, went to Richland.
Clips like for like your Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, clips for Instagram, and then some for that no one will see here for a while because it'll all
Are they posted now?
No, haven't been posted
Okay.
yet. By the time the episode comes out, maybe.
Okay.
Basically, we were just getting clips and having a fun time. And then went to Tri-Cities. And then finished in Pendleton last night. Stayed at my sister's. And then drove back straight from Pendleton and came here.
Yeah, you guys came here directly from there, and I was what did Zach say? Zach's like, hey, we're like kind of out and about, and we'll be there on 2. And I'm like, all right. And then wait, so you guys were at Pendleton, and then you came here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We drove straight here from Pendleton.
We drove 3 hours to be on this show, Arthur.
Wow. Thank you. I'm so honored.
And only stopped once.
And only
Zach.
stopped once.
Because I had to pee, okay?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
You're not a gamer. You don't just pee in the bottle. You're not a true gamer.
I was driving.
And
And so whatever. True gamers still game while they're pissing, Zach. I need to stop moving my mic stand. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm so used to it.
Yeah, but we ended up doing a bunch of really cool stuff while we were there. It's really cool because Jackson's one of those people who convinces me to do stupid shit that I want to do. And so there was a couple of ramps at some of the parks that we were at that were just kind of terrifying to look at. And Jackson was like, you should try to do like a stall on that. And I'm like, that sounds like a horribly fantastic idea. And to give some context, these ramps were like vert. So it goes from transition to like straight up, and the coping makes it so that it goes like over 90 degrees a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. And
That's
so
not a ramp. That's a
death trap, basically.
And basically what it took for him to do it was for me to be like, yeah, fuck it, and just go in and just go ahead and do it.
How'd that go?
I think I only fell once in the entire trip, and it was on some random thing that I just didn't think about on a small ramp. Yeah, it all worked out really well.
Oh my gosh, I surfed on a ramp. So let's say that the microphone is the coping, right? So basically what I was trying to do is I was trying to turn and put the center of my deck just flat on the thing. And so I did that. I was leaning over and I was like turning all weird and being all weird. And so I had to like ejecto-cedo off my scooter. And I just I was standing up straight and I just power slid down the ramp. It was terrifying. I thought I was going to break both my knees.
Yeah, I honestly when I saw you fall, knee, like legs straight, I was like, oh, his legs are just about to go.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
But I didn't die, yeah.
You didn't die.
Also,
I mean,
when we were
here,
at that
so-
park, we were next to a hospital, so it would have been a perfect place to do
Oh,
it.
so we'll be fine. You're like, okay,
Yeah,
Zach,
man,
it's
perfect
across the
place.
street, so go ahead and just do it, Zach.
We're 4 hours away from home, but still, we're right next to a hospital. So.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
4 hours from home, 4 minutes from a hospital, basically.
Dude, white people are crazy, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but y'all scare me sometimes. I don't get it,
cray.
but it's okay. I respect it. For the most part.
And Jackson decided to hit, what was it, like an 8-stair rail at Pendleton?
Meaning there's 8 stairs high.
Yeah, there's 8
Yeah.
stairs to it, and there's like a handrail going down it. And I hop up on top of the rail and then slide all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Easiest way to describe it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, Jackson and I ride a lot differently. Like I like the big, scary, sketchy ramps, and Jackson's like, oh yeah, 8-stair rail, sure, and then just looks at it and is just like, yeah, sure, why not? And there was a 10-stair rail that you hit too, and that was, where was that at?
That was Richland.
That was at Richland, yeah.
10 stairs,
Yeah.
dude.
I didn't even clip that one. Like, we didn't get a video of that one. I just did it like in the middle of a line. It was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then just went and did something else.
Man. All right. You know, sometimes I'd be flipping pens, and that's pretty cool.
Tech.
Yeah, and I mean, at the park in Pendleton, I think that was like the most fun that I had at all of the parks, just because it had a lot of the stuff that I like a lot. And of course, big sketchy ramps, fun stuff. Yeah, and it was so funny. There were some scooter kids who were there, and I was riding like, how big do you think those ramps were? Like 7-ish, 8-ish?
Which ramps?
Not like the deep end, but the deep end.
Yeah, probably about 7-8 feet.
So I was just kind of like, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just like, dude. I'm not.
To put in perspective,
yes.
the first ramps that we were talking about were the big ones that go vert. That was more about 11 feet tall, 10, 11 feet.
Okay, but
Yeah, and so these ones, in comparison, were very chill. And
Sure.
I was just kind of going back and forth on these guys and like doing stalls and stuff and just having a grand old time.
Okay.
And the kids there were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, how do you do that stuff?" And I'm like, "It's not that scary. It's just kind of big." And they're
Well,
like,
yeah.
"You're a sociopath." And I'm like,
not that scary. It's just kind of big. Someone clip that.
and then it's always like, have you seen this dude ride that I'm riding with? Usually me.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the perspective, those kids are probably like what new riders, right? Probably ish.
They just haven't
amateurish,
seen anyone like decent at it.
Sure.
They
So
used
to that aspect, they don't have much experience.
Yeah,
Not only
exactly.
doing it themselves, but also watching others.
Yeah.
So that type of person would be like me, who is sitting here cringing in the fact that, like, for me, I gauge 10 foot as you know, the height of a basketball hoop, because that's what that's what I do. So I'm just like, that's really high. But you know, to y'all be doing it a lot. I know that for a fact. Even Zach, you know, back when we hung out a lot in middle school and stuff, we're always riding scooters and stuff. And you know, unfortunately, your boy, I am a pussy, but I'm not a thrill seeker, but I am always down, if
Right.
that's the right word. Like I wouldn't do something extremely terrifying, but I'm down. I'm up for some things every now and then, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'll try anything once, you know. But I don't know. Riding scooters and bikes and stuff has never been, or even like, you know, skating for that matter, has never been in up my alley for whatever reason. Though I enjoyed doing it. I always enjoyed skating with you back then, you know, and stuff like that, or scootering with you back then and stuff like that,
Right.
you know.
For
But
sure.
even like, for example, bro, remember when we used to like belly board like down your your street or whatever?
Oh yeah.
That shit terrified me. I never told you this, but that terrified me. That's why I never went that fast. And that's why I always stopped so quick.
Dude,
So what that, I don't know if, is that like a thing people know? I guess I should explain it. Like it's just, it's as it sounds. It's a long board, put it on, you lay on it on your stomach, belly boarding, and you just go,
Meow. Yeah.
face close to the ground, bro. That shit terrified me as a kid. I never did that stuff as a kid. Zach, I was raised in an Asian household.
Yeah.
You know, I never did that.
They were like, you know, ride skateboard, you go be a doctor. You need your hands.
You need your hand, you need your face. You can't see the patient if your face gone. You know, like I never did stuff like that. I owned scooter. Something turned off. I owned scooters and stuff, but I never did any. Like I never ramped or anything. I never even thought about it. I mean, I don't know. So because of the way I was raised, that type of stuff isn't even like. Okay, have you guys snowboarded?
I
Always
haven't.
wanted to.
You have? Have you?
No, I haven't.
No, it's a lot of fun. But I've gone like 3 or 4 times now. I still have my gear too. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. Obviously, you know, it's a little hard to do it nowadays.
Always wanted to.
It's a lot of fun. There's, you know, just like ramps and rails every now and then as you're just going down the hill. Because of the way I was raised, I'm just like, I would never touch that. I'm going around it. Other people, they're going down for a second time. I'm gonna try it. Fuck it, and then go for it. I'm like, bro, what? What?
Okay.
We just finished doing the buddy slopes. What are you doing, dude? It's just different ways we were raised. Ended up having 2 different instincts.
Oh, that's
You know?
the perfect thing because I was raised of just like full sended. Like
Yeah.
I was raised on dirt bikes.
Yeah,
So I grew up riding.
I was
and
raised on
everything.
math books.
So like I always been on those things of like fucking send it, bro.
Yeah. So if you snowboard, maybe not your first time, but your second time, and you see a rail.
Dude, I've never even snowboarded and I already went.
There you go.
See, that's the funny thing is that like when you put Jackson and I together, it's a very interesting situation because it's like Jackson will try something stupid and he won't die, and I'm like, you know, that sounds like kind of fun. And
Well, he didn't
and then
die, so I can't die by association.
by association, yeah. And so like the trip that we just went on is a perfect example of that because like, you know, Jackson's sitting there doing his crazy boy shit and I'm like, that sounds like fun. And then I battled an 11-foot freaking scary vert ramp for probably like an hour, and then I just was so tired I just couldn't even ride anymore. Excuse me.
Bless you.
And so yeah, we ended up going to Pendleton, and then I was riding like 8-foot ish, 8 foot ramps, and
So did you guys like sleep in the car or something, or?
no.
So I said this a little earlier. My sister lives over in Pendleton.
Oh, you did see that.
yeah,
That's right.
and we just stayed the night over there.
That's good. That's good. Well,
Yeah.
that works out pretty well. That's good.
Yeah, it was a really fun trip because I had never been to like any of these parks. I think
You've never been to like the east side of Oregon or Washington.
I've never had either.
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's desert,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm aware. Yeah.
it makes you feel like you're in the middle of bum fucking nowhere,
and then you run into a huge ass town.
Yeah.
and then nothing.
That's why I say, like, if it's not Seattle or Vancouver, the rest of Washington just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The rest of Washington is just like not a thing. I don't know.
Dude.
Or, yeah, because, or maybe Pullman, I guess. Spokane, Pullman, just because they have a college team.
dude.
That's
yeah,
it.
when I lived in Yakima, like I lived in Yakima for a year while I was at school, and it's like the entire time it's like, man, Washington just like wishes Yakima wasn't part of it.
They
like,
call it
To be fair,
Crackama.
to be
Crackama.
fair, yeah, it's like the South, but in the West and in the
Yeah,
North.
So it's technically supposed to be like the Palm Springs of Washington. No, dude, it's not. It's the armpit of Washington.
Dude, okay, it was so funny. I was talking to Jackson about this yesterday when we were in Yakima. I was like, You know, this is probably the Palm Springs of a crack house, basically, is what it is.
Yeah. Dude, we pulled up to the skate park and there's 2 homeless people just face down on a blanket next to the park, just passed out.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Just another day.
Dude, I went there every day for a year, and if there wasn't a homeless person in the park passed out, then I was concerned.
I mean, that's for like anything like Portland, Seattle, any type of
Oh, dude,
places.
it's worse over there.
Is it? Are you gonna say homeless people than Seattle, Portland?
So they have more people over there. Yakima people are just always hyped up on different drugs,
Right.
and it's just always a battle. And then you talk to them, and they're the chillest fucking people for no reason. But then as soon as there's another homeless person that comes along, then it's like full on Begalian, just
Territorial.
Yeah.
This is my park.
literally.
I own this park. You know.
I've been squatting at this park since 1994. Get off my turf, bitch.
Well, if you phrase it like that, I will get off of your turf.
I've been taking a shit here since 84.
Yeah. All right. Enough about homeless people shitting. How are you enjoying your PC?
Dude, it's so nice. Dude, I'm gonna start streaming here soon. I just need to go through and learn all the OBS stuff.
Yeah. Zach and I can help you with that.
Yeah,
It's all good.
But yeah, dude, getting 300 frames now on Val.
Oh yeah. So you did end up getting a 3060.
Yeah,
For a good price.
for a good price for
Good
right now.
For right now,
Yeah.
a good price. Like
Instead of-
5, 6.
Instead of paying $750
$8, yeah.
something like that, I paid $350.
You got 350?
Yeah,
Dude, that's MSRP. What? You got
Sorry.
350?
not
No,
350. My dyslexic ass got me there.
5?
530.
530. Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like what? You should have told me that.
Yeah, no, 530.
So
man.
you got it from a friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
who's actually a streamer as well. He's
Okay,
a
good.
Minecraft dude.
Minecraft dude, and he ended up just getting a 3080 or something.
Yeah, he had like a hella upgraded GPU. And he's like, yeah, I have a 3060 as a backup. It's like, okay.
So it's weird because
As a backup.
as a
Yeah.
backup, what you don't understand is, see, Zach, this is what I was talking about before because of the way they named these cards and how powerful they are. That sounds like let's say like a 2060 versus a 2080 is so much different than a 3060 from a 3080.
Right.
A 3060 performs like my card right there, a 2080. Well, 2070 more. You know, but because it's a 3060, it's in the lower stack. So it sounds like it's like a throwaway, or not throwaway, but you know what I mean. Bottom of the
spare,
barrel,
yeah.
a spare, that type of thing. But it's very powerful. And to the point where you could almost justify it being $800 in the market, you know?
Yeah.
Almost. And that's the scary part. But you got it for 500 and that's fantastic.
Dude,
Good
and
for you.
I was scared that it was going to bottleneck my CPU.
Oh, no.
Dude, I did the calculator because
Dude, the calculator is bullshit. Nope, don't
Yeah.
use the calculator. Just ask someone who knows. It's really
so
hard to
I
bottleneck
was
them.
I was reading that the Ryzen 5s weren't a good pair with the 360s, but then I started reading of the Ryzen 5's 5600X
Mhm.
because it's not the smaller version ones, it's the actual nicer one.
Mhm.
And dude, literally it just works perfectly with the 3060.
Yeah, I have to say that's probably the greatest combo I can ever tell someone to have.
Yeah.
Your 5600. You have the G. I was thinking of getting a 5600X, and I'll buy your G off because you no longer need the graphics part.
Yeah.
So we could just give a little swap. I can hold on to the G and maybe give it to someone else who doesn't have a graphics card, or well, not give it, but you know.
Yeah.
I'll talk with you that, but yeah. I'm glad you portrayed. I'm happy for you, man. I really am. You got a graphics card at a decent price. That's good
For nowadays.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
play stuff like Val, and you know, well, COD is a little bit more demanding nowadays.
I still get 100 some frames on COD.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's a bottom of the barrel GPU nowadays. You
Dude,
know,
and that's ultra settings.
that's
too.
what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, dog.
Fuck, man.
Shit, man. So yeah, I'm glad. But even before the 3060, the graphics on the CPU,
Oh yeah, it was fine.
it was fine.
I
right?
was getting without recording in the background, I was getting maybe 175 to 200 frames.
on like Val, CS.
Val, yeah.
yeah.
CS was still a little bit lower.
Mhm.
But now like even on CS, I'm getting I'm getting enough frames to be faster than my hertz on my
Yeah,
monitor,
your
which
monitor.
is the main thing.
Yeah. That's what you want to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Zach.
And then
needs
I'm
it. Yeah,
chilling here
Zach
with
needs
the
it.
1660 Ti, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm at the point right now
You should
where
wait.
I can play the games I want to play. I can edit 4K footage and not worry about it.
Yes.
It's like I don't really need it right now. I do want like a 3070 or
Sure, any
3080.
Yeah.
But
as far as like need,
I don't
necessity,
really
you don't need
need it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Zach, are we gonna talk about use case again?
Oh, no,
Please don't
no,
do it.
no. Arthur, no.
Do I need to throw stuff again, Zach? Do I need to throw my 2i2 again across the room?
Please don't.
Wait, hang on.
Where are you
no.
going?
What are you doing?
Where is it?
Where you're
What are you doing?
gonna
Zach?
throw something that I own? Oh, you're gonna throw my CPU? Let me see that. Look how many pins are bent on it now.
Dude,
You can see it.
You'll have to like take a picture of
Yeah,
it
you
and then
can't-
just put it into the stream.
If
of, like,
I
up
remember
close of
too,
it.
but it's like so bad. You can even see it just straight on. It's just it's so bad. But it's okay. It's missing pins and stuff. If you want a 200, this is a 2200. Right, yeah, 2200G. Don't worry. If anybody wants to save a 2200G, just stop wasting your time. It's whatever. I'd rather just keep it instead of just throw it into the atmosphere.
because
You know?
then it's a CPU you can just throw around.
Yeah, it's a CPU I could throw around, so I can just have a lot of fun with it. So it's just whatever. It's fun. But yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, computers are
No,
cool.
we're not going to talk about use case.
Use case. That's right. Use no. Use case.
talked about-
I haven't gotten my computer yet with the 3080. I still have gotten no updates for it.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I paid for it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
I ordered it in May, I think, or June, May or June, late May, I think. Yeah.
How much you want about there waiting for that graphics card?
Oh, I know they're waiting for the graphics card,
Yeah.
but the thing is, now I'm thinking I probably should have just went on Newegg because they have like they're selling full computers with them on Newegg and stuff. I probably should have just done that, but they never have like 3080s, and if they do, it's just like 3080, and then they pair it with like other like i7s and stuff and a bunch of shit I don't care about. So I'm just spending way more. Like now I end up spending like 3K or something for 38. I don't want to. Fuck. I get a cool computer for it, but the reason why I did the CyberPower thing is because I can make the parts something that I could actually gift. Because like I said, or have I said in the podcast, I'm now going to sell this CyberPower PC that I bought for the 3080, yoink my 2080, give that to my brother, yoink his 2060, put that into the CyberPower PC, give it to my cousin, or sell it to my cousin. Is the plan. I'm not going to sell my cousin an i7 64 gigs of RAM. You know, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's
going to.
literally no point
There's
to
no
it.
point in that. And I was talking with his dad in a hot tub, as we do, as one might,
With a Heineken?
with a Heineken. Shut up. We're just like, or his dad was saying like, oh, my son wants a computer now for school and stuff, for his graphic design and stuff. You know, graphic design is his passion. You know, and he needs a computer. I'm like, sure, but you're not getting one in this in this current state. But I might have something coming. Just gotta wait. At this point, I don't know if it's gonna come at this point, but I don't know if I'm past the point of getting a refund. I hope
Well,
I
they
am.
haven't sent you
They haven't sent me
yet.
anything yet, right? But you think there'd be countermeasures for that, you know, just so they
I
can rob me?
mean,
More than likely.
No.
I don't know, man. Have I said? Remember when I was supposed to go to Laos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I haven't explained before, so I was supposed to go to Laos for a volunteer trip. I'd go with a couple of my cousins. We'd go by ourselves with this kind of volunteer group and do like volunteer shit, like go to the help build things and villages and stuff like that, because rural Laos and they're all like jungle people, you know. That's a joke. That's a joke.
That sounds so racist.
But they are though. Rainforest people. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to assume. Anyways,
Arthur, stop moving your mics, dude.
so I was supposed to go to Laos for that trip, and then obviously Cabbage hit, and I couldn't go anymore. And are you okay? Anyways, so planes obviously stopped going, can't do it anymore. And what happened was we already got our planes and international insurance, all that type of stuff, and try to get a refund like a normal person. They said, "Oh yeah, you can't do that." And we're like, "Why?" And then this like showed us in the fine print that if a certain circumstance like a pandemic were to happen, then you are not able to receive a refund.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. So what happened to literally everybody else who was going to fly international? They just got fucked. So we got fucked. You know why, Zach, they did that? It's because they knew if the pandemic were to hit, ain't nobody go flying. Nobody's going to fly anymore. We can't make money. We need money somehow. We're just going to rob these fucking poor people. So not only did I
go to Laos.
I was just trying to go to Laos, man.
To go help the jungle people. Sorry, rainforest people.
Rainforest people, ride elephants and shit. Not do that. But, you know. And then I got robbed and I got scammed. Not scammed. Basically scammed, honestly. I don't know. Because they took my money and I can't get a refund. I couldn't. And I don't even have the insurance anymore. Or no, I guess technically they didn't take my money. We had to pay a penalty.
How much was the penalty?
About like 50% more than how much we paid. Roughly. It's been a really long time, so the numbers can be wrong, but I'm like, yeah, I'm saying. So we got fucked from that. And now it's been like 2 years and we don't even want to go anymore. So we're like, man, at this point, like at first we're like, oh, well, we put so much money in it. And I'm like, it's been 2 years. All three of us have made enough money so that like at this point, that money is just gone. It's just voided at this point.
Yeah.
From just working. And it's like, all right, yeah, that's a good point. And at this point, before the reason we're going to Laos, or having that volunteer trip as an excuse to go to Laos was like the excuse to go to Laos, right? Now we're cool with it. We would totally go if our parents wanted to. So now, we don't need a volunteer excuse as a reason anymore. And also it was for school too, because we could have received credits. And now that one of the cousins graduating, I think this or next year, and I'm not going to school. So, that doesn't matter anymore. So there's no point. Nice. So we're just going to be like, yeah, we'll just cancel it. Whatever. We just lost a bunch of money, but over the span of 2 years, it's whatever, or 3 years at this point, since that's how it's looking. But what are you going to do? So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to visit my motherland.
Your motherland?
My motherland. Although I guess I wouldn't be able to because I'm not technically a citizen. But here's the thing. Here's the weird thing. I'm not going to call out the volunteer group, but I was like, honestly 95% sure we were about to get scammed. Just because of the way it kind of operated. I mean, it all seemed good and the website was good and the people were good and everything was fine and all. But for some reason, during like when Cabbage started hitting, right, they really wanted, they're like, yeah, it's happening, but it's all good. We can still go. Let's keep going. And I'm like, we're like, I don't know. And we keep getting like daily emails like, hey, you still want to go to our trip? And I'm like, I at a certain point I realize, it's like automatic, so I'm not going to reply. But they keep doing it, and then at some point they started doing personal messages. Hey, we noticed that haven't really heard back from you in a while. You still thinking of going to the trip? I know it's like in the heat of the virus and stuff, but we've done testing and we've made sure that it's a safe environment and the airports are nice and clean, which doesn't exist in Laos, but that's okay. So we're all good to go, right? And let me put it into perspective. This is around like, the height of it. So 2020, summer. Things are happening. If me and my cousins were to go to Laos for the 2 weeks, we wouldn't have been able to come back.
You would probably still be there.
Yes, I would. So we would be there. We would be trapped there. And they were still like, yeah, it's fine. Give us your money. We're chilling. It's all good. So yeah, I think we're getting scammed, but it's okay. It's whatever. I don't care anymore.
Speaking of traveling, I did end up doing some traveling during the pandemic.
Wow, man.
Well, okay. One of them was for my grandpa's funeral. Okay.
Okay.
So I went to Vegas. It was around October of last year. And that was kind of when we all thought that Cabbage wasn't going to be a thing for very much longer. Yeah. And like they were lifting mask mandates and like all of that kind of stuff.
Was it? No, they didn't start doing that in 2020 yet, did they? Well, I mean, they were all, not mask lift necessarily, but they were like, yeah, it's all good. We got the vaccines being worked on. Cabbage is going to be gone, you know?
So I think what happened was when we got into the summertime, its numbers, I believe, started to go down because it wasn't like the cold part of the year. It started going down, and then we went back into winter, and then it started going up, and then people just stopped caring as much and much and much.
Yeah.
And then finally we went to like, yeah, no more masks here in Washington.
Yeah.
And then now we're back at it.
And then we're back at it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Again. Yeah, so it was super weird traveling during all of that. And obviously, you know, there was like all of this quarantine stuff going on and just like a whole bunch of weirdness happening.
I feel like it must have been like a hassle to have to travel if you really needed to, because there's too much to deal with now.
Oh, it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously for your grandfather's funeral, you know, can't do much, but or you know, that's to be expected. You should be there and stuff. But if you want to travel or whatever, I feel like you should just wait. You know, I don't know. I mean, if you can't just drive there, I'd say don't get on a plane right now. It's just not worth it. I don't know, unless there's like obviously like serious family circumstance or you need to be there. Yeah, sure. But otherwise, there's just too much you have to be concerned with now, right?
Yeah, and also there's so many hoops that you have to jump through to be able to go. And like, you know, for the trip that Jackson and I went on, we spent like the entire time that we were like running around like crazy people either outside or in our car.
Yeah.
And that was it. So yeah, but with the trip to Vegas, yeah, that was really, really weird. It was like the airport was almost completely empty. There was like nobody there. And the airport in Vegas wasn't that busy. And that's how you know it's really weird when the Las Vegas airport is at like half capacity.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
It's super, super weird. And so, yeah, that entire trip was just felt like a weird acid trip because the strip was not busy.
Oh man, that must be so weird. My parents were saying that too because they always go to Vegas too, just for, you know, because my family are a bunch of gambling alcoholics. So, you know, that's Vegas is naturally one of the things you do at least once a year, right? And they're always like, yeah, I mean, they're just for the gambling parts. They don't really care too much about sightseeing and stuff. But they're saying like they went recently. Oh gosh, maybe like last month or something, or the month prior, and they're like, man. I mean, everything's opening it up and stuff now, but it's still kind of super different than how they remember.
Right.
Dude, my parents have been traveling so much lately. So my dad, he's basically retired.
Mm-hmm.
He's on unemployment because his job place went under. He's basically retired.
Mm-hmm.
My mom works from home. Like her office just went full online before COVID happened. So she works from home, so she gets time off whenever she wants. And then my parents are basically, it seems like every month I'm getting the house to myself for like a full week because they're just gone for some reason.
Interesting.
They went to Texas and Nashville, I think, twice this year. They went to Hawaii. They went to New York, and they did a whole bunch of traveling. And then I'm just at home, like getting up at 5 a.m, going to work, coming home, going to bed, doing the same thing.
Hey man, well that's what they were doing for like a long time, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
They want some time off.
Dude, my dad used to get up at like 2 a.m. every single day.
Nah, man.
I go to bed at that time.
I know, right? I'm still doing my Genshin dailies in that time, bro. Fuck, man.
Dude, last week my dad went up to go clam digging on the coast.
Yeah.
And he had to leave the house at like 12:30.
In the morning?
Like at night.
At night, so like a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I came downstairs to grab some food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there cooking. I think I'm sitting there cooking a corn dog, and then he just walks down, and just looks at me like, "The fuck are you still doing up?" I'm like, "The fuck are you doing up?" He's like, "I'm going clamming." I'm like, "I'm playing games."
Bro, to be fair, yeah, my parents. Oh gosh, there's no chance they could do that because they're on old people's schedule. You know, they're like wake up. My dad wakes up at like 5 a.m, just gets up, starts coffee,
Yeah,
I'm
same.
like, dude, what? Man, sometimes I'm still up.
Dude, okay, it's so funny when before my dad retired, he would be up at 4:30 every morning. And so whenever I'd be sitting playing games, probably with you guys, and it would get to around 4:30, I'd be like, ah, shit, my dad's about to get up. He's gonna be so confused.
Dude, yeah.
And he would just like I would go to the bathroom or whatever, and I'd see him walk out of his room, and he's like, "What are you doing up?" And I'd be like, "What are you doing up?" And he's like, "I'm going to work." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'm going to bed."
Oh my god. No, I'm the same way because my parent before I think it's recently that started waking. No. I lied. My dad wakes up exactly at 6 o'clock. Like, and by wake up, I mean like the door opens at 6 o'clock. Lights turn on at 6 o'clock. I don't know why. I don't know how he systematically does it every single day, but he does. So like literally, if I'm sitting here like in my office right here, just doing work or whatever, and it's like 5 or a.m. Like, all right, I have 59 minutes until I got to go to bed before I get yelled at. 5:59, everything turns off. Run to my room. It's that down to a science. So I don't know why. It's not like I'm afraid. I mean, he knows anyways. It's not like it matters. I mean, I'm just sitting there yelling. Sometimes I'll just be streaming too. I'm just sitting there yelling in this room by myself. I'm thinking of rotating my setup this way. So that way I'm at least screaming into this wall,
Yeah.
you know, instead of screaming literally towards them.
See, when I made my new setup, which actually not only did you help build the PC,
Yeah.
this man helped me
Oh,
build
yeah,
the
yeah.
entire setup. too.
I was rearranging his room. Your boy right here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was helping him. We
cable
literally
manage
moved
and-
everything. Well,
Yeah.
cable tape.
Tape, yeah.
And
Cable
I
manage.
was
You were
at work.
We're at work. Yes.
So I had gotten off my first morning job.
hmm
Went home. You came over. We took apart my entire room.
Yeah.
My dad made breakfast.
Yeah, he made breakfast for me. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was great.
And then we set up a new desk, got everything together, and then got all the PC stuff together. And then you took off, and I went to work. And then when I got home that night, I finished the rest of it. It's just
Yeah,
like the
it was
regular room stuff.
Yeah, he got the gamer set up and stuff. And he's got this cool
Yeah.
back. Dude, I can't wait till he starts streaming. His background that he's going to have his backdrop with his
Wall of
guitars and stuff.
guitars.
And oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's so cool, man.
Dude, I wish that I kind of had like the ergonomics in my room to do stuff like that, but my walls are slanted at 45-degree
Yeah.
angles.
I mean,
And
you
so
can
I can't-
kind of, if you do like you green screen, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I've seen some like if they have the
What do
angles
you-
here, but they have like the posters, and then if they have a camera facing this way, so that way you're not facing towards the camera, you're facing against it, so that your camera gets you as well as the posters. I've seen some cool angle roof.
Or what you
know.
could do is just take a picture of something cool that looks like a room and then just put it behind
There
you. on
you
a green
go.
Screen.
Put some depth of field filter on it.
bro, who needs a depth of field filter when
you have
I have the depth
Well,
of field?
okay. Well, you can because you got the green screen. You can just put like a beach in the back, you know, and just like
Son of a beach.
instead of a beach, put that there, and then murder it out with a lens blur. And then I'm at the beach right now, guys. Yeah, that'd be great.
Stream it out the back.
Stream at the beach. I'm on my gamer setup on the sand right now with my generator. You should.
And my Wi-Fi router.
And my Wi-Fi router. No, I'm up Ethernet from my hotel.
Dude, Wi-Fi routers. So
Do tell.
for my PC, like I actually have the Wi-Fi sticks and everything like that.
Yeah, I gave him the Wi-Fi card that I
Yeah.
lost.
So I had just set it up. I was like, that's probably fine, everything like that. And I just kept having network problems while playing Val, and it just kept happening.
Really?
It wasn't like affecting my gameplay, but like it was annoying seeing like the little thing pop up in the top right screen. And finally I was like, all right, I'll just check it and do like a little test. I did a little test, and it was like 32 upload, 12 download.
12 downloads. 12. 12?
Sorry, opposite way around. It was like 32.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, 32. That's still pretty bad.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's probably fucking why. And I moved my sticks just a little bit, and then it went to like 400 something download. Or
That's
upload,
pretty good
whatever.
too for Wi-Fi shit.
And
Damn,
then,
bro.
and then like 120 upload or whatever it is.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And I was like, oh, so that's why I've been having all those
Yeah.
problems.
Antennas, bro. They
just
do.
need to
It's
move 'em,
crazy, man. Science, man. That's crazy.
Right?
Waves and shit. Yeah, that's cool.
The internet's in the air.
The internet's in all those cancer beams floating around everywhere, man. It's crazy.
You know, Arthur, I realized that if they do find out one day somehow that being around high frequency like Wi-Fi signals and stuff gives you cancer and shit, you're gonna die.
Yeah, oh,
But
I
also
know, bro.
I'm gonna die.
My studio is like full of cancer beams everywhere. There's so many, like sometimes I have so many things on inside this room. There's just, and moving from left to right. I mean, this audio set was basically from one side of the room to the other. So if there's any cancer beams floating here, I brought it over there. It's not good, honestly, but it's okay.
And
It's
also,
all good.
I don't even want to know what your power bill looks like.
I don't either because I don't pay it. And that's why you live with your parents. You don't got to move out when you're 18. Who says that?
Yeah,
White
fair.
people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, back to the main theme of this episode, apparently. White people are fucking crazy, dude. What the
Dude,
fuck?
white people do the craziest shit.
Dude, why do all white people have huge houses, man? I went to your house. Your house was fucking massive. You have literally just acres and shit.
So
I can't even process how big an acre is. That's like, that's how you know.
my parents were very smart with their money,
Yes.
and they bought 5 acres of just straight farmland
Mm-hmm.
for like $60,000 back in like the 90s.
60?
Yeah,
Oh my.
and then built a house on it, and then just added stuff to it from there.
Mm-hmm.
So like as they got more money, they added more stuff. As they
Right.
got more money, all that stuff. And then it got to the point where like when I was growing up and I would have people over, or we'd have baseball teams come over,
Mhm.
like that was on for practices. It'd always be like I was just talking to my sister last night about this. It was like people would always be like, "Man, your parents must be filthy rich, man." It's like, dude, they wouldn't let me get a thing of icebreakers at Winco because it was too expensive. What the fuck you mean? Like,
No, it's
I'm just smart.
I only say yeah, you can be smart with your money and you still like I mean I do that as well, obviously in a smaller scale, but but yeah, I feel that. But I just say it because y'all all have big house. You have a big house, Zach. To me, you have a big house.
Okay, his parents was also a nurse and a police
my
officer.
mom is a midwife and my dad's a retired police officer.
I know.
Yeah.
You still have a huge house. You have a huge house. All my white friends have huge houses that I know. What the fuck? Bro, what? Before this house, I lived in like 1-story houses and type shit, you know? I mean, you know, different living, different
Yeah.
circumstances, sure. But man, I'm like, man, why do you have big houses? Good for
Man,
you,
white
of course.
people are
White
wild,
people are
man.
fucking wild, man. Ramps,
Yeah.
houses, jumping off roofs and shit, bro. I'll go back to my math book, man. Fuck.
Oh, Jackson, do you want to talk about when we went cliff jumping a couple weeks ago?
You went cliff jumping a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
We went over to Molten Falls and went cliff jumping for a bit.
Dude.
Dude, I had to hype him up so many times to do jumps.
You gotta hype me up too, man. I'm not necessarily afraid of heights. Not at all. I mean, you know, it'll definitely terrify me to an extent, right? Because like, oh
It
god, that's
changes when you're standing there like, oh shit, there's
Whoa,
like
yeah, of
20
course.
feet below me, and then I'm just hitting water. Like, fuck. Dude, that water was freezing fucking cold.
Yeah, I jumped in the first time and then immediately got out of the water and I was like, "Yep, I'm not getting back in the water. That was fun. Cool. I'm gonna heat up a little bit and then try not to get hypothermia." And then Jackson was like off, like jumping off cliffs and shit, and was just like, "Come on, Zach,
Dude,
it'll be
found,
fun."
I found out that the more you jumped off the cliff into the water, the more your body warmed up to the water.
sure, right?
So I was like, dude, you're sitting there in the sun. You came here to jump. I'm getting you the jump. Like, this is happening.
Were
So
you with other people?
It's just us two.
Just you two?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is it like a scheduled, or an appointment type thing, or you just go jump?
We literally, like, the day before, was like, you want to go to Molden?
No, I mean,
it was
I
the
mean,
day of.
It was,
was
yeah,
the
day of. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, did you have to have like a supervisor, or do you have to like
No.
you just went?
No.
Gotcha.
No, it's just a public park.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I finally got him to jump off a few things. And then I was actually surprised they jumped off one rock that was... You had to jump out a ways, and it was also a very big drop. I went up there.
20 feet ish.
Yeah, it was 20 feet. You had to jump 5 feet out of the rock. I went up to it and was like, okay, and just jumped in. And then I looked up and I saw him up there. I'm like, oh shit, he's not gonna jump. And then this like 12-year-old girl came up and just walked past him and then just jumped in off the same rock. It's like, oh man, he's gotta do that.
Puts you in perspective.
I
a little
walked
bit.
back up there and then like hyped him up, and then he jumped in. It's like, see, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that bad. And then jumped back in. And then I think, what was it? You wanted me to just dive in off one of the rocks, and I was like, I don't feel like diving. You know what I will do? Front flip.
Huh?
Yeah. Dude, I will not dive in the water from a high thing, but I'll flip.
Okay, the funny thing is that rock that we were jumping off of, I was diving off of, you were flipping off of. How tall was that, do you think? Like 10 feet ish?
Yeah, probably around 10 feet.
Yeah. So it wasn't okay.
That's not
in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, it wasn't like terribly high,
Sure.
but it was just high enough to be like, wow, I'm going head first into this. This
Yeah,
doesn't sound
if you
very
belly
pleasant.
flop, it's gonna fucking
Oh
hurt.
yeah. I mean, it's like I've only ever dove off of
Dip, dive, and dog.
dog. I've only like diving boards, I guess, but that's like in a controlled scenario. Like no matter what, if you don't hit water, you're just special, because it's just
Yeah.
water everywhere. I mean, obviously, it's probably pretty hard to not hit water for that type of thing too, right?
But
Oh,
it
yeah.
is easy to hit rocks.
Sure, but I mean, if you have a brain,
Honestly, where we were, like it was kind of hard to actually hit rocks unless you just like plop down.
okay, well, would you ever jump in like those type of places that you see in like YouTube of other crazy white people, of like craters and stuff, or like
No.
there's just rocks everywhere, and you just have to jump in that precise.
Precise spot. There's one spot over in Molden where it's kind of like that I've jumped.
But you know what I'm talking about? Like you see
Yeah,
those videos
yeah,
and stuff.
Oh, that's the place where we used to go jumping a lot in high school, wasn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, would you? Probably.
I'd have to work up to it.
Okay, sure.
And also it depends on like how high it was and how big the landing spot
Sure,
was.
sure,
Because
sure.
if it's like, 5 feet in diameter and you're like 25 feet off the ground, it's like, oh,
Don't miss, bud.
if you miss, you're gonna break your ankles, boy. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound fun at all. But
Which actually, one of the spots when Molden, when it's low tide, if you jump off of it, like, and if you jump too high off of the rock and then just like pencil dive into it, you actually can go down straight to the bottom and actually like stand on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like, it won't hurt, but you'll definitely get down there, and the last second, all of a sudden you'll be like, and you'll hit. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just like that. Literally, that's how it'll sound like,
Yeah.
dude.
Just boom.
That's how it'll be. That's how it'll be in your head after you die.
Yeah.
I would say one of the scariest things about when we went cliff jumping at Molten that last time, it wasn't necessarily, it was like the impact and then seeing how deep you go into the water, because
Yeah.
like you have to swim back up, and like when you're in a pool and it's like 5-6 feet deep, or no, like probably like 6-7 feet deep, you can like push off the bottom and then that'll kind of rocket ship you up so that you don't feel like you're about to die.
No, dude, it's like 25 feet where we're jumping in.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah. I'd say if it's 25 feet, then you're probably chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you jump in. If you like kind of just pencil dive just straight into it, you get under there and you look up and you have to just start swimming upwards like 5-7 feet.
Damn. That's
And it's
crazy.
like, oh shit.
That's crazy. Hopefully you didn't knock the wind out of yourself midair and you don't have any breath.
Dude, that happened to there was a girl that got pushed off the bridge here 2 years
Oh,
ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, the Molten Fall Bridge is like 60 feet tall. I think actually, what was it again? Was it 70 or 68 or something like that? We actually looked at it.
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's a fat drop, and a lot of the high schoolers would go up to it, and some will jump off of it. Some are pussies and won't do it,
including me.
including us.
Yep.
But one girl, she was like standing on top of it, and she was with all of her friends during summer trying to do it, and she just wouldn't do it. And finally, her friend just like reached over and just pushed her.
Oh, man.
And the video went
man.
full viral on Snapchat and Instagram, and there's a full lawsuit about it. And because the girl had fallen, landed like on her side from that huge drop,
Oh.
and she had broken ribs and all that stuff. Yeah, dude, that shit's fucking sketchy. I forgot what I was talking about before that.
No, I like getting like the
wind knocked out of you.
The wind knocked
Yeah.
out of you, yeah, or like
yeah, dude, that I honestly I think I was there the day that happened. I was below the falls, so I didn't see it. But I believe people had to jump in and actually rescue her.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was below the falls,
Oh,
so I wasn't. I didn't
Lord.
see it happen, but I got to see all the commotion of everything. happening.
Oh Lord. Yeah. So is the bridge just like no railing?
No, there's railing.
But you
People
could just
climb over the
just climb
railings.
over and
It
just-
has like the little beams that go like across and meet halfway.
Okay.
And they'll stand on the beams and then just jump from the beams.
Sure.
In.
Which you could, yeah, you can technically do, but obviously some people just not going to do it.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to some spunky teenagers who are just like, hey, I'm chilling, man.
You know, I'm at the age.
Let me hit this vamp real quick and jump down real quick. Yeah. Easy
Depression
peasy.
stick.
You know, I'm at the age now where I'm like okay with doing dumb shit. It's just like,
But now you have rational thought before
Yeah.
you do it.
yeah, exactly. It's just
I
like
still
okay,
haven't got there.
yeah, I know you haven't, Jackson. But it's at the point to where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this stupid thing, like jumping off of a rock 20 feet into the water. It's like, okay, so if I somehow manage to fuck this up astronomically, how hurt would I get? And most of the time, it's not that hurt. And so it's usually like, it's okay, it's fine, you know, whatever. But yeah, there are some people who just do not understand, like, water can be like concrete
Mm-hmm.
the higher up you go. And like, even when we were jumping 20 feet, it's still like the impact
Dude,
hurt.
I one of those jumps, I accidentally opened up my legs a little bit. So I had all that built up power of me going into it, just straight on.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right in the balls. And
Yeah.
dude, that knocked the wind out of me.
Well, yeah, it's basically just like jumping from a really high spot and then landing on like a balance beam
Yeah.
just right there, because that solid water, it's from that speed, it basically turns into a solid, but just little softer in the sense that it's not completely solid, but it's still hard because of how much kinetic energy you just bring onto the water into your balls.
Yeah.
You know, it's if you don't, I mean, that's why, you know, when you have that specific, when you're diving, you know, you have that specific way to not splash. So you just kind of, I don't know what's the right word. You cut through the water, right? Yeah.
And also, a lot of people who do a lot of cliff jumping and like jumping off bridges and stuff into water, they'll throw a rock and then it'll add ripples to the water and then they'll jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
'cause
I've seen
it'll
that a
make
lot
it so
too.
the water is like where
Moving.
you're jumping, it's moving,
So
so,
it's-
that
yeah.
it's not as much kinetic
Yeah.
energy going to just a flat surface.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Would you guys, or have you guys ever skydived?
Always wanted to.
Always wanted
Really?
to.
I want to so
I do
bad.
too, actually. I'm totally down with skydiving. I feel like it's.
Let's
I like. I was supposed to go for my cousin's birth. I think I may have said it, but my cousin Brandon's birthday when I built
Gotcha.
BC for. We're gonna go, but unfortunately, I had to work. Couldn't get it off. Classic excuse, you know. But yeah, but I would totally be down for that. He's a thrill seeker.
So are we speaking this into existence?
I
right
think
now?
so. Okay. He's a thrill seeker, and I'm
Bet.
kind of like my dad, if I had to say. We're not thrill seekers, but we're down. I think I explained that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm not a buzzkill, I guess, but I'm not. It's not the first. It's not the first thing that comes to mind. I'm not like, all right, yeah, let's fucking go. After if I get some boys to do it, I'm like, all right, okay, I'm down. All right, let's go, let's do it.
So basically, what you're saying is
Not, and
We're
that's
all
not
going-
peer pressure.
So we're
It's not peer pressure.
So we just need to set a date and we're good.
I think so. Yeah,
All
as
right.
long as I need time though. I'm very busy.
Yeah.
So it has to be a really perfect. Before we set a date for that, we just set a date for the fucking house, man. When are we gonna see the house, Zach?
I don't
fucking know, dude.
Dude,
We need to see the house, man.
dude, Andy is not in town. I think he's living
When
in
is it?
Astoria right now for like
Well, you said he'd be
military
back
stuff.
soon,
Who
right?
fucking knows?
Yeah, it started off with him only being there for like 2 weeks or something like that,
Mhm.
and now
And
he's
now
not
he's
going to be
long.
back until November.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
yeah,
And we can't just see the house ourselves at all.
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't
If it's just an
fucking know.
open estate, then we should be able to just visit.
Well,
it
it's
now.
not. His parents live there.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that why?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, let's just ask his parents, man. I was kidding. Hey, can we just intrude your house real quick? All right, we're gonna put the music room here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
That
don't.
makes
I
sense.
have no idea what's going on with that right now.
Okay.
Like I have no idea.
Gotcha.
Honestly, my dad was talking to me the other day. So I think I said this on the Lost podcast, but my parents just sold their house.
Yeah, sold the house
Uh,
and you're gonna get like a room, kind of.
Yeah.
Or you're able to get a room in your
Yeah,
parents' new house.
my dad literally has told me like, listen, I want you to move out as much as you want to move out, but like financially, I feel like if you just stay with us right now, it's like the best you can do, especially with the housing market right now.
Yes.
So I'm kind of planning on just being into that house, and that might. And it sounds like it'll be probably a year from now when that house is fully up and running.
Mhm.
And like, who fucking knows? But also, it's what 2-3 minutes walking distance from Zach's place right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right, we'll just all
Yeah.
bunk in that room then.
right. So like,
Cute house.
so as sad as it is to say, like, who fucking knows when?
Yeah.
that greenhouse
Okay.
will come to fruition.
That's fair. I mean, I'm in no hurry. I just want to see that. I just wanted to see
Yeah.
it. You know?
Yeah, and
that
also, you know, it's gonna happen. We just kind of don't really know when. And
Yeah.
like, if it's not this house, then I know that we're gonna end up coming up with another solution,
Mhm.
and we'll end up having all of the boys hanging out, and
Yeah.
like living together, making music, streaming, doing all that kind of shit.
course. I mean, it's like what I said. I think to you or to Jet. I said it to someone. I think I actually said to Alec. I don't fucking know who I said it to. It was very late at
Some
night.
white boy.
Some of the white boys that I know. Once we need to see the house, because right now we're like imagining, we're dreaming right now. You know, we're just thinking this would be so cool to get a house. Let's get a house. Yeah, let's fucking go. But when we actually see it in person, whether it's this house or even we see this house in person and we end up getting a different house, when we actually see a house that we could finally physically picture ourselves living in, then we'll finally make that our foot on the ground, like, all right, we're doing this. Let's look for a house.
Yeah.
Whether it be this house or another house, whatever. You fucking, all right, you open up Zillow. Let's fucking do this shit, you know? Like,
Right.
And we need to see it in person
Yeah,
to make that final, yep, this needs to happen, you know?
for sure. Yeah.
Because yeah, right now we're in honeymoon phase. We're like, oh, this would be so cool. Oh, or not honeymoon. That's not the right word. Just a dream state right now. You
Yeah.
know, we're dreaming. We're making it a goal. You know, it's just gonna be so cool. And obviously, even though we go to the house, yeah, this is gonna happen. We still don't get it in like a year or whatever. We need to see it in person to finally say, how many times have I slapped this in like that? You know. We need to finally dude, hey, I hear it more. Shut up.
Oh, it sounds fun to me.
Shut up. I hear every detail. No, don't do it. Fuck you.
Turns gain up.
No, that's not gain. That's just volume.
That's
in your
just
headphones.
volume
Oh,
just
yeah.
straight up. And it's so amplified that it's literally not even a quarter up.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, we need to see the house. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In order to finally put it into fruition.
Yeah, I tried saying it earlier and I just went with what I said.
Put it into Fruit Loops.
Put it into
to Fruity Loops.
Fruition.
Fruity make loop loops.
What?
Yeah.
Fruity make what? What?
I don't know.
Fruit Loops Studio FL.
FL. Fruity Loops.
Yeah, so we need to do that.
Yes, we do. You're speaking to the choir here, man, because I want it to happen for sure.
Yeah, I know.
It's just kind of like I don't have control over that. And
know.
You're
You know what? Let's just say fuck it. Let's just go to a different house.
fuck it. Fuck the good house.
Fuck, you have
Build our
Google.
own.
Let's pull Zillow up right now.
Let's just go right now. Let's go shopping. No, it's not.
No.
It's 50 grand. Yeah, I'm down. Y'all got
Right.
50 grand?
Nope. I have $20.
Hey, yo. Okay, so, man, I don't know. I keep imagining. You know what I got into for what are you doing? Oh yeah, I looked that up for because I was looking at I was sending it as a joke in a group chat, but you know, but Red Bull cans and bins apparently is a thing. I don't know. It searched it up and then I went to Google and
Walgreens?
what about Well, yeah, because it's Red Bull. Walgreens is gonna have Red Bull.
Oh.
Dude, there was Red Bull at that Mexican store that we were gonna go to, Zach. I was like, oh fuck, they're doing it. They're gonna get me.
They're gonna get you.
They're gonna get me. They didn't get me though, but you left a Rockstar here. But a good thing is that I don't like Rockstars, so we're chilling. I'll probably never consume that, so it'll be for you or Jackson or something.
Nope.
All right,
Red
good.
Bull.
Good. Team Red Bull.
Yep.
Hear that, Red Bull Gaming? You should follow me back. That'd be sick. All right.
Wait. Did you follow them on the Uned Twitter?
Did I? I don't know. Well, I only follow us on the Twitter.
Oh.
You know, naturally.
Hey, I'm following that now.
Let's go. Oh, do you
Yeah.
have socials now that we can link? Wait, no, I already asked you, but do you have more than like? Because last time you just had the Instagram. Did I follow you on my Twitter?
I don't know.
I could check. I don't know. I miss a lot of those. Anyways,
Yeah, I actually have some socials now for like my gaming stuff.
let's go. All right. So now that'll be. It'll probably be in the description of the last episode. Then, if you're by the time you're watching, so we'll be chilling.
Yeah.
All right. He's in the internet now. You could
Yeah.
find him. You could find his IP address. It'll be
What?
great.
Woo!
Woo!
I mean,
Dude, I
Let's go.
can't even find that. What?
I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? I was trying to transition to another topic that I forgot. Red Bull should sponsor us. That'd be sick. Or G Fuel, of course. You know, we love G Fuel.
Right.
They should do that too.
Stop hitting your desk.
I'm gonna keep it. You know what's sad? This is the mic stand I use for my setup right here, and now it's all.
What's funny is you didn't even hit the desk. You hit the G Fuel.
I hit the G Fuel. Look how far it is. Slaps roof of G Fuel. Code North for 30% off. Dude, what the fuck with? Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to be a good host and transition to another topic, but I forgot. Zach, your turn.
Bro, my brain is dead. I spent all of my energy driving today
That you did.
Yeah.
That you did.
because I was driving Jackson's truck and it was just kind of like not my car, and so he also has a turn signal.
Oh yeah, the turn signal thing.
He has the turn signal thing, and I could not fucking figure it out. It took me
So-
until I pulled onto 503 to actually figure out
Yikes.
how to get the turn signal to work every
Dude,
time.
Yikes.
I don't think we mentioned this.
we
in the
did
last
mention
one.
we did mention it because we were talking about car crashes and stuff, or not
Yeah.
car crashes, but like tickets and
stuff,
stuff,
yeah.
car stuff. Yeah, you have the. You can explain it again.
Yeah, I have that weird turn signal of where if you push it down too hard, it'll just go da 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 and not actually flash on the outside. Or if you push it down too softly, it won't. You have to do it just perfectly, which I have down to a science where I don't even have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
When you hop in my truck and drive it for the first time or first few times, you can't figure it out. And every time I heard him click on that turn signal, I hear it's like no.
And that was quickly followed by, and then it's just like I'd put it up, back down, and then I would get it and I'd be like, okay, now I can change lanes. Jesus,
I could never. Oh my god, dude, I don't know how you drive stick, Zach. I really don't. Do you know how to drive stick?
Yeah.
You do.
his
I mean,
Mazda was a stick.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all are like cool, like you like cars and like going fast and shit. But for me, I'm like, dude, I can't drive a stick.
Yeah, so
I have no intention of wanting to drive a stick ever.
my Mazda was a stick, and like I like it. It's cool, it's fun, everything. But honestly, once you get out of high school and it's out of the whole thing of like, can you even drive a manual kind of bullshit, it honestly doesn't matter. It's a lot easier to drive automatic just because you don't have to actually think about shifting gears.
Yeah.
Not only that, I don't even have an odometer in my Tacoma. So I can't see how high my engine's revving.
Yeah. It's
It's because it's just all automatic.
yeah. Interesting. All right.
But it's so much easier, especially when you're doing highway driving, freeway driving, city driving.
Oh yeah, you know, normal people driving. Normal people.
You don't have to worry about it. And it's just so much easier. At first, I was like, no, I want a manual. But then I was
Yeah.
like,
We
I
break
can
the
get it
teenage.
cheaper
You break the
with-
teenage type of.
I can
you know.
get my truck cheaper right now with just a regular automatic. Gear
Would it be
shifting.
cheaper?
It
Is
actually was at the time, yeah.
Interesting.
Everyone, because not a lot of people were wanting to sell their manual ones. Everyone was selling the automatic ones when I got mine, and then I also got mine.
I guess
Pretty cheap.
manual ends up being more like in the enthusiast space, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's me,
And then there's you, where you still drive a stick.
Yeah, I still drive a stick.
Get with the
And-
times, Zach. Stop
I
being a
hate
boomer.
Okay, if I'm gonna be 100% real with you, I hate driving, especially to work because I work in
Oh yeah,
Tigard.
you work. Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass, and honestly, like at this point, I'm debating like the next car I get is gonna be an automatic for sure, and my car is just slowly taking a shit and dying.
It'd be better if you took care of it.
I think. Well, okay. I think for Zach's car, I feel like it gets to a point where it's like this type of car, I don't even care to take care of it.
Yeah.
Like the type of car. Not to say that but to say that your car is
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shitbox.
Yeah. Just in the grand scheme of things is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jackson drives a car that can legally drink.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was driving with Jackson back from Panda Express, and he was driving way better than you, so get fucked.
Boom.
I'm joking. Jackson is now my new co-host. At least he has a mask. But I'm gonna ask you this, Jackson. Would you not now, of course? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, not now, of course. But do you ever see yourself driving electric?
No, not
No.
really. I like.
Do you see how electric is kind of being the future or whatever? right?
I see that it is.
Zach's sign language me to say he's going to go to the toilet, so like it wouldn't show up in the thing or anything. But I'm going to say he's just going to pee right now. So Zach is going to leave.
Small bladder boy.
Small bladder boy. So this is going to be so this is going to be as if now we're the Arthur and Jackson show,
Yes.
as we're going to title it, because now we've kicked Zach out of the co-host seat.
Boom.
Welcome to Uneducation Station Season 2. Yeah.
No, like I see that it's the future. That, like, honestly, if I ever get a new car, and that's going to be 10 15 years down the road when that eventually happens, whenever I buy a car, I like fully research into it and see what everything is.
Of course.
And like if it comes down to it, like, well, I mean, I might as well just get an electric one. Like I'm sure I'll go for it. I'm not down. I'm not against it. It's just like right now, like I like having my Tacoma. I like that style of body. And,
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have.
I know how to work on it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Because with those electric cars, you have to go to a mechanic and go specialized mechanics at that, and then you're just paying a lot of fucking money for something.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely harder to work on cars like those, where it's like now you need like electrical type of experience, or not electrical, but electrical type experience. But
you have to update the BIOS, and you put the wrong file in.
hey man, I didn't put the wrong file. Okay, I BIOS. I didn't explain that.
No,
yet.
we didn't.
I
no,
didn't. So when we explained that we went to build this guy's computer after the last episode he was in, we're like, oh, we're gonna build his computer. It's gonna be sick. It didn't get up and running because I had to BIOS update his motherboard because he has a B550, but a 5000 series chip. CPU, which because AMD is good at this shit, they don't have a new motherboard for it, so we have to use an old motherboard. Anyways, whatever. We have to update the basically the BIOS or in layman's terms, just update the motherboard, I guess, right? Update the OS on the motherboard. And they had the newest one for that motherboard was a beta, and usually in my experience that's been fine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool, we'll just do that. I got the beta BIOS update for his CPU, and again he had the 5600G, which is a lot newer than the 5600X, which I'm pretty sure at this point is launched like 6 or 7 months afterwards, so it's pretty new.
Yeah.
So we did that BIOS. It was
first time we actually messed it up because we forgot to rename it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to rename it. So I was like, already we were like, oh, this is kind of not working. Should we shut it off or whatever? All right, so but it was fine because of the way we did it. So we shut it off. It's all good. Renamed it, plugged it back in. And we're like, all right. I told Jackson, sometimes this might take a while.
And it actually started flashing, so that way we knew. It was
So we were doing. It had a CMOS or a BIOS flash button, and you guys, there's a flashing light. Once you press it, it'll start doing it automatically. So you don't need a CPU or anything. Although we already had the CPU. We just had a CPU.
So we could get a screen.
You technically don't need a CPU if it has a. So if you're looking for a motherboard, you should make sure that button is on there. Anyways, that's besides the point. Ask me about it on my Twitter if you're curious or you want to know more. There's an LED. It starts blinking. When it's done blinking, it's done updating. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
It just never stopped blinking.
Dude, we literally were sitting there for an hour like, it's still blinking. You want to go Panda? Okay.
Yeah.
So we went to Panda, messed around, came back. Oh, it's still blinking. Okay. Well, you can go home. I can do this.
Yeah, I went home and it's like I was like
I went to the skate park. I came back, still blinking. I'm like, it might just take over the night.
Yeah.
I woke up next morning, still fucking blinking.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then he texted me. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, if you don't. So updating your BIOS is one of the cleanest way to just make sure your stuff is up and running correctly.
It's also a good way to kill it.
It is the best way to kill it because if you're updating your BIOS and you kill the power, the power supply or whatever, you turn it off, your lights flicker or something like that, and your your system shuts down, you break everything.
Yeah.
Worst case
can.
scenario, you break
can.
everything.
It's
you
not,
can't.
It's not as
Yes.
right now. No, with the new age technology, it's not as easy to do that.
No. Yeah.
With the old age stuff, it was like, yeah, if you kill it, it's done.
It's done. But best case scenario would be just like your motherboard gets fried, you
Yeah.
get a new one, which is the end of the world. I think,
Yeah.
especially considering everything else is fine. But it was still kind of sucky.
Yeah, and then so I went to church the next morning, and I was talking to our church's tech guru, which is our IT tech at the stores I work at. He's the IT guy for my entire church.
Yeah.
Huge name in the area for photography and IT. I talked to him about it. He was like, "Yeah, you're just gonna have to like cross your fingers and pull the plug, and then try to get the new files in there." It's like, cool.
Yeah. But it ended up working. It's all good.
Yep.
Because the reason is because my theory is that it just never underwent the BIOS update at all. It just
didn't work.
It prepared. I think it was preparing it, but it never did it because it just didn't work. So
Yeah.
that's why it was okay. We cut the power supply, did the update before the beta one, and then that ended up working. I was like, oh, thank gosh!
Yeah.
I was gonna look really bad if I've been hyping myself up as this tech guy, and then I kill my buddy's entire computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, we're just talking about his BIOS thing. Yeah, Zach is back from his pee that he tried to be conservative about, but no.
What I was gonna say was I ended up going over to Jackson's and helping him with the whole BIOS.
Yeah.
thing
You ended up
because like
because I was
you
at
were
work.
you were working and
I just needed someone. I felt confident doing it just for nice.
Yes.
I felt confident doing it, but like not fully confident. So I just wanted one other set of eyes
that's
there,
fine. That's fine. As you
Which
should.
actually helped out because there was stuff that I caught that you didn't see when you were trying to do some stuff, and there's stuff that you saw that when I was doing something that needed to be fixed.
yeah, and also we forgot to plug in his hard drive.
I got it done.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, because we were like, oh yeah, we need to put Windows on the SSD, and everything was fine. We were just like, yeah, we need to download Windows onto the SSD and hope and make sure that it doesn't download onto the hard drive, so
Yes.
it didn't have the hard drive
That was
plugged
the
in.
trick I taught you.
And then
Yes.
I just forgot. And
Yeah,
it was
that'll
just
happen.
And then I was just about to pull into my driveway at my house, and Jackson was like, fuck, we forgot to plug in the hard drive. And I was sitting there explaining it to him because I kind of did what you did, where I was just kind of explaining stuff and having Jackson do it just so that he had the hands-on experience, so
Yes.
that if something weird happens, he can figure it out. And so I just kind of explained it to him. I was like, you know how we plugged in the SSD? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do that exact same thing again. And he was like, all right, cool. And then he figured it out, and he was like, I got it all set up. And I was like,
Nice.
I'm
Yeah,
proud
I got
of you.
it set up with this TV screen as my monitor, and then I have
Yeah.
cables just reaching like this
Oh, it
height
was
on me.
Yeah, it was
Just-
great. It was
just
great.
because I hadn't fully set up the new things, and that's the only way it
Yeah.
would fit on my desk. And
Well,
then my
I
monitor
mean-
came in,
Yeah, your monitor came in.
and then
It's
we got my
great.
desk, and then you came over and we set everything up.
Yeah, and it was great.
I mean, it's not nearly as bad as the way that my PC was set up when we first built
You
it.
didn't even have a
that
case
was-
for it for a while.
Yeah, little table.
Little table.
Yeah, it was just a huge mess. You know what's funny? I still wonder why we still use another computer for its power button when we could have just jumped. Well, no, I tried to jump it, but it didn't work. But I think it was just stupid because now I could totally jump a mother. I've never jumped a motherboard beforehand, but
Yeah, we jumped mine.
yeah, we jumped yours because that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
For us, I don't know why it didn't. Maybe we were just stupid. We never like turned the power supply on or something.
We were using a screwdriver that
No, it's fine. It just needs to be metal to metal contact. We're just probably stupid, or maybe I just no. What I was doing, because you're supposed to connect both the pins together. Maybe I was only hitting one of the pins. I don't know. I know now. I understand now. It's all good. Don't worry. I'm a tech guy now. It's all good. But we built your computer before I built my computer, so I know a lot more now.
yeah.
So yeah. Technically, my computer was not my first PC. Sorry. I know my. Well, no, actually, no. I didn't title that video my first PC. I said Anuki builds a computer. So I'm not clickbait. We're chilling. It's not lies. We're chilling. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized that I took apart and put my computer together like 3 different times because we had it little table
Little table on a little table.
yeah, little
Yes.
on a little table. And then I ended up putting it on a test bench, which I soon realized looked like shit, and it was just really weird. But
You
also,
wanted to have an open test bench as your PC at some point. I was like, Zach, there's reasons for that, and it's not to look pretty or to be well, it's to be functional, but not for the reason that you needed to be functional.
right. And then I realized that, and I was like, ugh. And the reason why I even went the route that I did is because my case was all kerfuffled and fucked up. Thanks, Newegg.
No, it's not Newegg.
okay,
It's
it's not-
UPS.
Yeah, it's UPS. Fuck you, UPS.
Just drop kicks the package to the front door.
Yeah,
even though
they're
it's a-
just like, there's your package.
my curtains.
Thank you, Jackson.
You should have thrown it back.
Just throwing it out.
Yeah, if he would have hit me, I would just chucked it right back in his face.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you would have put my gear in danger. So
And
All right. Well, why is this guy on my side?
Now you see what I get to deal with.
You endangered my motherboard, so
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But I did help. I did rearrange your room, so
Yeah,
but you did give me eggs. I've never
Yeah.
been paid with eggs before. I guess so that's the first time. I guess I
Wait.
cross
So-
that off my bucket list.
so my parents were. It was when I was
Like
telling
I
you
said,
earlier.
lives in a fucking massive house, has chickens because of course.
So my parents were gone for 2 weeks in Sun River, and so
I've been to summer. It was fun.
dude, Sun River was so fun. But so in those 2 weeks, because I only eat like 2-3 eggs a day,
Mhm.
and then we're getting fucking 20 some eggs a day.
Mm-hmm.
There was literally just a full fridge of just eggs, stacked up in 18 packs.
Yeah.
And so I was like, and so when we were doing this, my dad talked to him. He's like, "Hey, do you guys eat eggs?" Of course.
Yeah, of course. Who the
Yeah.
fuck doesn't?
Cool.
As a guy like me.
Take 2 18 packs of eggs. Okay.
No, he said to just take like just a 1 pack or whatever. Of
No,
like
he
a-
said to
no, he
take-
did. No, I said that. I know that because on the day I was building your PC, he said that. And then when I came back to rearrange your room, then, or no, not, I remember, no, I had to drive back to your house just by myself, but you only originally gave me 1, and then you talked with like your mom or something, and then you got me 2.
Yeah, I talked to my dad.
Yeah, or your dad or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
We still had a shit ton, so.
yeah, eggs.
Yeah.
Well, we use a lot of eggs in our dishes, in our Asian dishes, tons of eggs. So
And
it's
these are
awesome.
farm fresh eggs too.
Farm fresh eggs.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Do my parents and my brother who cooks a lot in my house, like, do they care? And I went home and asked, "You guys want eggs?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay." Like farm fresh, yeah. I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Shit, okay.
So yeah, that was a good couple of weeks of egg based foods.
Yeah.
yeah. Vegans love away.
Baked foods.
Eggs,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's really funny because Jackson was asking me if I wanted eggs, and I was like, bro, I already have too many eggs at my house because
You never gave me eggs, Zach.
yeah
Better
well,
friends give eggs to other friends. Do your friends give you eggs? I didn't think so. That's right.
chicken friends.
Chicken friends. Do you have a friend that supplies you eggs? Didn't think so.
Well, yeah, it's the same person.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Anyways, yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, so electric cars.
Yeah.
I was saying that, yeah.
Where though?
Oh yeah,
What
we
the
tangented from electric cars to that computer because we're talking about update
Yeah.
because we made a joke you had to update the BIOS of the car if you wanted to work on it now because he was saying he's a mechanic or you can be able to work on your car.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mechanic you work on your cars and stuff if it's not electric, but now you have to have this new set of skills if you want to work on an electric car.
Which honestly, like, I feel like if I got an electric car, I would probably try to take a class on how to fix.
Sure,
it,
sure.
fix
Because
that
you
stuff.
enjoy doing that. You
Yeah.
know, I think because I feel like by the time we get a new car and buy it for like to be a longer, maybe not long term, but longer term car,
Yeah.
I think by then electric cars will probably be within a reasonable price, to at least to a price where we can consider it.
And not look like the same. As
Well,
everything
I mean,
else.
we were talking about this before.
Well,
Like they're
Teslas actually look pretty good.
the Teslas do look good, but I mean, electric cars, they have that look, that distinct look
Yeah.
that you can just spot it on the freeway. Not everybody's not everybody wants to just drive a car and be that center of attention,
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to have this look on me like, yeah, I drive an electric car. Get on my fucking level. No, I just want to drive my car, man. Fuck off. But
And not.
I mean, you seen
spend
the-
$50 on gas every week.
you seen what is it? The Ford F1?
The F-150
The
Lightning.
F-150 Lightning. It just looks like an F-150, but it's just electric.
Yeah.
So when electric cars start just using chassis of cars that are already on the road but make them electric.
Yeah.
I feel like that would entice more people to go electric.
As long as you can keep like the same power and everything like that. As long as like performance wise you don't lose anything, or even if it makes it better, like people aren't gonna want it until it's at that level.
Sure. Well, I mean,
especially with
Bro,
trucks.
the Tesla Model X,
Yeah.
that thing is fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I have
Okay,
never.
there's a difference between being able to go fast and having torque power.
I got my typing. Oh,
Nice. So yeah, there's a difference between being able to take off and go fast, but like for like all the electric trucks, you're gonna want something that can pull a lot of like a lot of weight. Like
yeah.
my grandpa has a like a brand new Dodge pickup, like 3500 that he used to pull his freaking like 50-foot fifth wheel with. It's like until like an electric car can pull something like that as good as that can, like I know there's not gonna be a lot of people who won't go that route.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, definitely. Now that like the Ford F-150 is a thing, or Lightning, that is.
Yeah.
They have, because it being electric, you get the frunk or the front trunk.
Yeah.
That thing, so more storage. So it ends up being like kind of more utilitarian, I guess is the right
Yeah,
word.
it's more places for Zach to put cans and bottles.
Yeah. So it's not in this fucking in the floors of his seats and stuff,
I'm sorry, Zach. We're bullying you
Sorry,
today.
Zach. Full frame. Yep. All right. Sadness. Yep. Drink. Yep. What you should be doing is drinking from your G Fuel.
My G Fuel's gone.
Oh, well, there's G Fuel in that Rockstar, guys. Don't worry. But, things like this that adds a little bit more incentive of, because people get trucks, storage and stuff, that, more options, I guess, that you wouldn't get from, for a gas car or a gas version, right? So, but even then, I'm pretty sure there's like electric cars being made where they don't have a frunk. So they don't have, all the electronics, the engine stuff is still in the front. So if that's the case, then they don't really have to redesign the car that much. They could probably just use the same, like we're talking about, like let's say, for example, just like your average Camry or something, just make it electric.
Yeah.
And changing, molds and stuff and what is the word? To price of like creating materials and stuff and different molds and stuff, that costs a lot of money. And that's the reason why people don't want to make new, I don't know what's the right word. Like, let's say this keyboard, right? Or something. Let's say one day, hopefully we don't, it just changes for some reason. There's this new futuristic keyboard that no longer uses this layout. That just no longer uses a layout like this, right? It's no longer just like that. And for some reason, it's just the future or whatever. But only a certain amount of people do it because you have to change the way they're manufactured. Right? So, and to do that costs money. A lot of money.
It's also a big risk whether or not people are going to want to do it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why, not a lot of people are doing things like, making a... Well, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like that's what people want. Just making a car that we already have, but make it electric.
Yeah.
Although that would cost a lot of money, but that would do pretty well if you can get the price right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest thing.
The biggest thing is the price.
It's going to be a long... I feel like in our lifetime, it will stabilize. I don't think the shift from gas to electric will happen in our lifetime.
The other problem is a lot of people, not a lot of people actually buy brand new cars compared to already used cars. Because you get the car that you can replace parts on and make new.
Sure.
But you're not paying $40,000 for it. You're paying $1,000.
Sure.
And then you're putting $1,000 in the parts into the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much cheaper, and you get basically a new car out of it sometimes, which is basically what I did with my Tacoma.
Right.
We bought it and we replaced all the belts, gaskets,
Mm-hmm.
spark plugs, everything in the engine. And I mean, besides the things we didn't replace that I had to fix later, I haven't had
The
a problem
turn signal.
Okay, yeah, that's just a function in the actual turn signal, though.
But do you think... So in that essence, as more electric cars get to happen.
Once there's more out there,
once there's more out
people
there
start
and-
selling used ones,
Yeah.
that's when it'll probably start turning more and more electric.
Mhm.
The problem is it has to get to the point of where the used ones that are being sold have to be peeling.
Mhm. That's fair. That's a good.
Because a guy who drives an F-150 isn't going to buy a Prius.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, what? Oh, you're looking at what is this price?
Mm-hmm.
Tesla Model.
Yeah, 500. Let's go. I think shopping on you're gonna have to go to like you're gonna have to go to like the website of Tesla and just like
No, not Tesla. Probably. Here, wait, hang
Well,
on.
Tesla is its own dealer in a lot of places.
yeah, it is. Oh,
Tesla.
what are we doing here? Are we gonna buy a Tesla live on the set? Here we go. Zach's finally getting a new car, right here live.
It's
He's
a
gonna-
toy one.
He's gonna finance it too. It's gonna be great. Elon Musk is in the call right now. All right, the Model 3. Are you interested in the Model 3, Zach?
I am. Yeah.
You are.
Wait,
All
is
right,
this
his next car? This is it right here.
Oh God.
How do you feel about the Model 3 just making everything on the dash panel? Everything, basically.
I mean, for me, it's like you kind of have to walk that fine line between tactile buttons and
Or is
touchscreen.
Is it everything, or is it the Y that has it everything on the? Because it's either the 3 or the Y. Because I know a lot of people had complaints of like literally from things like your windshield wiper speeds and that type of stuff is how you have to interface with the tablet. But it's in such an awkward place because you have to take your eyes literally off the road to do it, and because it's a touch screen, like I was saying before about keyboards never being just this holographic, flat, futuristic thing. Humans need tactility.
Yeah.
They need to be able to hit the side lever, that whatever you want to call it, or twist the knob with tactile bumps to know the speeds and stuff of your even as simple as the windshield wiper speeds, right? We need these type of things. So having it on a glass surface to tap it, and there's just no way. You have to look over, no matter how you can't muscle memory a flat surface,
Oh, kind of. I've muscle memoried the typing on my
text.
phone.
Sure, but I don't know, man. That's
But you still have to like look at it and make sure. that
yeah, you do.
everything's right.
Yeah, you
and
do.
on top of that, there's also autocorrect that fixes your mistakes too.
Okay, sure, but for I don't know, for a dash, like to interface everything, you know what I mean?
Oh, we're still looking.
We're
at
still
the-
looking at what you're so enticed. Let's see it. What are we looking at here?
Oh, I was just looking at Carfax.
Show me the
Also,
Carfax.
also, I think we might have accidentally leaked our email. Oh wait, no, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Our email is already leaked.
Yeah,
You mean my email? This is my Gmail right now. Fuck you, Zach.
I think it might. I didn't do it.
Fuck you, Zach.
Fuck you, Google.
Now they all know.
But fuck you.
See, now they're gonna back up in the video and look for it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please don't.
It's okay. Anyways, I don't know. I feel we just need those. I don't know. It needs to be a button. I don't care, or something tactile, tactile for me at least. I mean, like I said, I gave this example to Zach, but like a keyboard like this, it cannot just be flat.
Yeah.
Like we have it on our phones and stuff, but that's a different user experience, Like if you had to interface your computer like this,
Full Tony Stark.
yeah. No way. I can't, There's a reason why it's this and there's bumps on the F and J so you know where your fingers are and some buttons are grooved differently, We're humans. We need that stuff. We can't just like evolve into this robotic, futuristic,
We're not just gonna sit here like.
I mean, it would be cool. I don't know. Like we're talking about AR glasses and when AR is the future and shit, But that would, I guess, for that use case, and yeah, obviously you don't want this tactile thing. You want to be able to touch the air and shit,
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, unless they have some sort of pressure thing that makes it so when you press it, it feels like you're pressing on a key. But that might be a little too. I don't know how they would do that without like injecting chips into our bloodstreams. But I don't know. Hey, who knows?
I mean, we got the COVID shot.
We did.
so
we
who knows
did.
if they
We already
do.
have chips in our bloodstream, anyways, so it's all good.
5G.
And Wi-Fi 6.
Wi-Fi 6 and 5G. Soon we'll have PCI Gen 5, and it'll be great.
Now we actually have cancer.
Yes. it just evolved
Wi-Fi
into cancer. And then our show just got canceled right there.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, it got canceled like in episode 3, so it's okay.
Wait, what was episode 3?
Well, episode 3 was our race episode. I just said a number. I don't know. We said it.
Episode 69.
We already had a cancel culture episode, so I don't know. I think it'd be fun to have another cancel culture episode, but with 4 people.
Dude, we can have it as part of the school one when we have Alec on with
We
me.
can.
Yeah.
Is that tied to cancel culture? That's more tied to like not only education,
can
but
just be two
not
different parts.
education, but like social hierarchy type stuff.
Yeah.
That's more, I guess, in a way. Maybe I will see. We'll see how the conversation evolves. I guess as we talk about it.
Arthur, I do have an idea.
What is your idea, Zach?
I think it would be really cool if we were able to have a guest or 2 guests on, and then we ended up filming 2 episodes with them where we talk about 2 different things.
2 different things. I
Yeah.
mean, we normally record, or we try to record 2 episodes a day, anyways. So we could. The problem is, one, that's a lot of talking, which you and I are used to. But for guests, I don't want to, put that type of pressure, and discipline on them. So, even if they're cool with it, still don't want to do it. There are guests, want to hang out, talk for a couple hours, and then not talk. At least the mics with headphones on.
Okay.
But no, I get what you mean. That would be cool. But I mean, we could always just have them on again anyways, so it's not a big of a
that's
deal. Like I said, we don't have guests flying in or anything. They're just probably, they're just across the street. So we'll just text them and say, hey, you want to come back again for another talk, another chit chat?
I mean, the main reason why I'm here is because we were driving from Pendleton this morning, and I was already in the car with him.
Yeah. So just come on by, have a
Right.
chit chat, talk about
AR glasses and
AR
shit?
glasses and shit, and white people being crazy. I'm going to title this episode that white people are crazy, because they are. And then that
According
will truly
to white people.
according to me, Zach, yellow people. You guys are crazy, dude. I've been thinking about this. Because I edit these videos and I don't color grade them as much, but now I adjust the white balance because we need to do that on our cameras a little bit more. Not yours so, but mine. And I'm like, man, my shot is always so warm for some reason. I don't really know why. Compared to yours. And then it hit me. I'm just yellow.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, your shot compared to my shot when I'm by myself is just warmer by default.
Yeah.
Because you are warmer.
Because I am warmer.
Also, I think it is like, I know we have white behind us, but like we have other colors behind this side.
We
over
do,
here
yeah.
To compare to where he's white on white.
Yeah, his white on white crime on that side, and ours is just a pastel rainbow.
Yeah.
Probably
Literally.
because you have 3 fucking lights over there and I have 1.
No, I mean I do, but both of them are the same. 2 are the same color, and one is blue, and it's barely even in frame because I didn't position it correctly.
Nice.
But I do have a rainbow keyboard. Right here.
Sick.
So it's vibing because Pride Month. It's not Pride Month. And the one in the time of recording, it's definitely Pride Month right now. No, the correction. By the time this episode goes up, it'll be Pride Month again.
Wait, what month is Pride Month?
I don't know.
Isn't it earlier in the year?
It's like February or something.
I think so.
Did we just get canceled? Did I just get canceled by saying
Probably.
February? Well, I can't get canceled. I have a rainbow behind me.
Right? Dude, we're gamers. We have unicorn vomit all over our setups.
Yeah. And cancer waves.
There's gay in the name.
There's
gamer.
There's gay in the air in here, bro. We're chilling.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think Zach's the only one who actually just does like regular rainbow RGB.
Yeah, you are the only one that has a regular rainbow RGB. Jackson, there's a statistic that says 1 out of 3 people in the room is gay. I'm not gay.
I'm not.
Dude. Okay, wait. Okay, think about this. I am the only one out of the 3 of us that's in a relationship with a girl.
Doesn't mean you're not
Doesn't
gay.
mean you're not
Dude,
gay.
Freddie Mercury was in a relationship and was engaged for years.
Why are you comparing me to Freddie Mercury? Are you saying that I'm gonna die of AIDS or what?
I love saying that. I love saying that shit. The statistics say 1 out of 3 guys in a room have AIDS. I don't have AIDS.
I don't.
I don't either.
You sure?
You sure?
Is it you?
Well, you said I don't either the last, so you hesitated.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not them? They might have AIDS.
They're not. Zach, to stop getting out of this.
Do you have AIDS? Are you in good hands?
Allstate, are you in good hands? Dude.
Dude,
Bro.
Gay.
Nice.
MERS.
This is a terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot now.
Yeah.
What
Dude, I have all the AC just hitting me.
I know because you're blocking it, so that's why
Yeah.
I'm getting warm. I'm feeling a little patriotic. Is that the right word? That's not the right word.
Yeah.
I got the Ducks. I got a Ducks jersey
Yeah.
on. I was watching the Ducks game last night. It was the frightening game, but it's okay. You watch sports at all?
Or not anymore. I used to. I grew up like always watching Sunday games, Saturday games,
Mm-mm.
and then on top of that, I was always playing sports.
Oh, that's right. You did football.
Yeah, I did football.
That's right.
baseball,
Of
and
course.
wrestling.
Yeah. Would you say you were ever a diehard fan at any point of any team?
Ducks actually. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Ducks.
All
have
right.
always been-
Keep the blood levels tame. If I had
Yeah.
a OSU jersey, he would have left the room.
So that's what's funny is that my sister, my mom, and I are all Ducks fans.
Mhm.
My
Your
brother is a Beaver fan, and then my dad is a Husky fan. Our house is
That's
literally
fun.
divided.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My entire family is just Ducks. Our entire family, which is
See-
interesting.
So my my brother, my mom's brother, they were Oregon State fans for the longest time,
Mm-hmm.
and then their daughter went to University of Oregon. Now they're diehard Oregon fans.
Nice. It's I got this example from like so I'm not really a diehard fan of anything, despite me wearing a Ducks jersey. I just wanted to wear a nice breathable shirt, and I'm in love with anything dry fit. Anything dry, it's my new favorite thing, and I just wasn't able to purchase them back in the days, but
Yeah.
but now your boy's shaped. I mean, this is an old shirt or whatever, but I just love dry fit. I always wear dry
Now you
fit
can
things.
get them at Goodwill.
That's true. Your boy is about to. Your boy's about to get fitted. All right, but I've never been diehard. I never really watched football. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a fan. I just like watching football. I enjoy it. It's fun to watch. I wouldn't call myself. If I had to say I was a diehard fan of anything, it would be basketball, but not so much anymore. I maybe for like a good 2 years I was, and then I stopped caring. That was at that point. 2K18 dropped, and 2K18 was shit. And then after that, I stopped playing. I stopped playing NBA 2K.
Honestly, I kind of just dropped off most sports around that same time.
The interesting thing for me was that, I mean, I tried playing sports when I was a kid, could not do it. I'm not athletic. I'm asthmatic, and I'm white. It's not good. But when I was in high school, we played in a lot of the sport pep bands, so like basketball and football. And the only reason why I was there was to play music, but I would just get emotionally involved.
Yeah, I mean the atmosphere and like the cheering, and it's your team, so
Yeah.
naturally you feel, even if you don't care about sports that much, you get. I mean that's people
You get
like
into it.
like football games, right?
Yeah.
90% of the people there, people don't watch football.
Yeah.
But it's just you get into it. You're with your friends. Everybody's cheering and stuff.
Well, dude, that's the whole thing premise for all the soccer games.
Yeah.
European countries, like that whole other side of the world, because we don't necessarily like soccer the most over here in the U.S.
yeah. We call it soccer and
football.
not football.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like those people, they go to the games for
The energy.
the energy and the
Yeah.
crowd and everything. They don't, like, who wants to go and sit and watch
Who
people
wants to
run
watch?
back and forth?
Yeah,
back
who
and
wants
forth,
to
back
watch
and
a
forth
bunch of
just to-
grown men falling and crying for 90 soccer minutes and
Just for one goal to be
for a,
hit.
for a 0-0 tie? Like, what the fuck did I come here for? Like, I will say though, I still think this personally, but when I'm watching soccer with like my uncles and stuff. And now and then, it gets pretty fun. Like when they score the one goal of the game, everybody's like, "Let's go!" Or if not, I don't know. I can get at that point, but I don't know. But yeah, if it wasn't for the energy of the crowd, I would definitely not watch.
And honestly, baseball's the same way.
Oh, dude, I didn't like baseball, and then at some point, I just, as you get older, it's the law for a dude just like baseball as you get
Yeah.
older. It's just the law,
Dude, I loved playing baseball, hated watching it, and then found out when you go to actual baseball games, it's fun as hell.
Oh, sure. I think, I started watching baseball with my dad just downstairs, and then I just started liking it now. Obviously not following it, but
Yeah.
just enjoy it. Also, the Mariners has an Asian pitcher, right? So, I just cheer Asian, Anytime there's Asian, we all get happy. We always get happy. So, it's a vibe. Did you... Did you follow any sports at all, Zach? Like not even like mainstreams. I mean, because I know before you said, well, not follow, but you watched like bare knuckle boxing, but like,
Oh yeah.
but I mean, but what about like sports you followed? I guess at all? If not, okay, maybe not follow, because I wouldn't say I followed NBA. I just enjoyed it more than I did before.
yeah. Yeah. No, I
but,
get what you're saying.
If
yeah.
there like if it was on, you'd be like, yeah, I'm down.
I would say for me, it was definitely basketball. Was definitely one of them, and then
And then it got rigged, and then now it's
Yeah.
no longer fun to watch.
yeah, no, but yeah, it was that, and then the UFC and MMA.
Dude, I wish I got into UFC more and boxing more and anything.
I was huge into WWE when I was
Ooh,
growing
really?
up. Yeah.
My youngest cousins are into WWE. I never got into wrestling, but I can see how it could be fun.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's not about the wrestling. For WWE, it's literally about the entertainment.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
not
what-
about the wrestling at
We
all.
talked about this before, like just the entertainment factor, the
Yeah.
fear factor, just the fact that yes, it's a perform. Sorry to break some souls, but I think most WWE fans understand that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just
not
fun to watch.
100% real. Like, okay, the stunts they do,
Yeah, they're
Dude,
real.
yeah.
They're very real.
but
sure.
like the storylines and everything.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
it's all like thought through and like, okay, let's do this and this and this and this.
What I related to wrestling was in that episode was I related to VTubers because it's like, obviously I know they're not anime girls.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry to break some hearts out there. they're not real 2D waifus. No, they're not. I'm sorry to break your heart, but they're not. They're actual people, but they do so well at playing their character for long driven times and staying in character, knowing the lore. They misspeak every now and then, just naturally, but they do it so well that you get invested.
Yeah.
It's that idea. Except, anime girls. So naturally, your boy.
Yeah, I don't think they have waifus in the WWE.
I don't know, man.
What's her name? I don't know. There was like,
yeah. Her? No.
Nah.
There's I see on Twitter, man, there's a lot of people that are like, super, there's diehard fans of all the wrestlers. So, there's diehard fans of the girl wrestlers as well. So in that sense, sure. I don't know. John Cena is my waifu, so I don't know. I have a body, but I don't.
good shit.
Good shit.
I actually had a haircut like John
okay.
Cena for a little bit when I was in elementary school.
Hey, yo. I think
Yeah.
a fair amount of
like
people
the
did.
military
I think.
cut?
Yeah. A
Yeah.
fair amount of people did.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Asians have that similar haircut just because not my hair. Fortunately or unfortunately, there's two types of Asian hairs. One that's just spiky and out, and then one that's long and thick, like K-pop hair. I had the K-pop hair.
I was gonna say anime protagonist hair.
Yeah, the anime protagonist hair, the hentai protagonist. No, the hentai protagonist is when it goes past your eyes and you can no longer see your eyes.
Speaking of which, you need a haircut.
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you gonna grow it out again, or we talked about this? Are you gonna grow it out again, or are you gonna cut it and then grow it out?
I think so. I think I'm gonna get it trimmed up and make it look all nice and pretty and shit, just for it to look absolutely horrible in a couple months. But yeah, I think I'm gonna grow it out again.
Cool. And then donate it. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking man.
Fuck, Dad.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not growing my hair out again.
Yeah, I've never seen you with your hair going out until I watched Zach's video of his old footage of his 70D that he posted recently. I was like, holy shit. That was you?
I gotta show you some pictures.
You got to show me some pictures, bro.
Yeah.
My hair in my family doesn't. Well, if you're a dude, of course, we don't have long hair. It just grows in volume, so it just gets
Thicker.
thicker. That's just how Asian K-pop hair. This is how it works. We don't. You can, I guess, and then you see a bunch of Asians like rat tail, not rat tail. Sorry, that's like old people shit.
Yeah.
That's like old sensei Chinese karate type shit. No, like what's the word? Not man bun, like samurai bun and that type of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of Asians do that, especially. I almost said modern Asian. What the fuck? Well, I guess so, but like more of the younger Asian, they'll do that. Holy moly! Wow,
Yeah, so
dude.
yeah, two pictures.
Wow.
First, I grew my hair out for a year and a half. That's that first one. And then the next one is when I cut it.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't you have a picture of the two of us together?
I
Somewhere?
don't know if it's on Insta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, I don't even think that's the longest that it was.
No, that was the day we cut it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. My hair was really long then.
Yeah, your hair was really long, Zach. Like really long.
Yeah.
I mean, even to me, I consider that pretty long, in my opinion. So yeah. Geez, Louise, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a girl, man.
Am I
Girl,
a
man?
pretty girl?
Girl, man.
Girl, man. Herstory.
Yeah. So yeah, I grew my hair out for 3 years.
I could never do
I
that.
think
I think
this time you should do away with the man bun and just leave it like hanging down.
The whole time.
Yeah.
the whole.
I would literally.
Like in that picture.
I would not want to do that.
I can't even stand when my hair just gets K-pop. Like I just hate bangs so much. I hate it. And the way my bangs, maybe it's different for us yellow folk, but our bangs kind of like curve this way, so it'll literally go into your eyes. I don't know how they K-pop. I don't know how they fucking do it. I could never do it. I couldn't even get used to it. Yeah, but imagine like that ramp you were talking about before, where it just goes whoop like that, except upside down, but into your retinas. Like, how do they do it, dude? They must. Or I mean, I guess there were
Mine
contacts. I
actually-
guess so. It's just naturally blocking
So
it.
my hair did that when it was at that stage.
Yeah,
And then it just got longer.
dude, I just can't, man. The longest my hair ever got, Zach, was literally during the podcast, like when it first started, before I got a haircut. That was a long. Actually, no. After that, I guess technically, but that was the longest I got, and it wasn't even that long to you compared to that and the other one that we're looking at. Not that long, but the way it feels Asian hair, it feels thick and slimy.
Yeah.
So it's like unless you're using, I guess,
Dude, honestly, my hair does the same thing.
yeah, I guess like the big K-pop, those type of people, they have like this. It's just drowned in hair products to probably not feel as bad. I don't do that because I don't know. Do you guys use hair products?
No.
What kinds? Just like a.
So for shower stuff, I actually have a shampoo and conditioner. Then I have I have like a paste that I use to model my hair.
I don't do. But I guess paste is okay, but like gel, I hate gel.
No, gel's like
I hate.
I don't like it.
like it stiffens and it's like.
yeah.
Ugh.
I like stuff that makes it still look natural, but it holds it in place.
You know what I do? I use lotion, just
Yeah.
Lubriderm, and it's not strong enough by itself. You take a comb, flip it up a little bit, and it just like forms it in a way that it binds them together, and then it just stays.
Yeah.
Only works with moderate to shortish hair though, because hair is heavy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I've always used because otherwise I use like, what is it? Like baby oil or baby gel or something like that. It's like more creamier, softer. I don't know. I just hate using hair product I guess that would be in a way, I guess I use my lotion as hair product. I just don't like using hairsprays, gel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've used any type of really hair products in like 5 years almost. Yeah, probably.
Did you do it? What is the, coming from a no long hair guy, what is the routine for long hair? If there is
You
one.
wake up and put it up.
You wake up and put it up.
Yeah, I mean, okay, for me when my hair was like really really long, like
Make sure
this long. Yeah. What I would do is I'd wake up in the morning, brush out my hair, then go take a shower, and I would spend like probably a solid 10 minutes just trying to wash the shampoo and conditioner out of my hair.
Man.
Just because it was like my hair was so thick when it was long. Like I lost like 2 pounds, probably 3 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah. And so it was like, for me, it was just a pain in the ass. And it never, like, it would take an entire day for my hair to dry, no matter if it was down or up. It didn't matter. It was just like the entire day. I'd wake up in the morning, go take a shower, and then I'd go to bed at night. My hair would still be kind of damp. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I take long showers too, but I don't know. I take long showers, but not to like take long shampoo sessions. I just think.
Yeah, you just sit there and think and have shower thoughts. Like,
Dude, shower thoughts are like, I said before, I think in the podcast, I take my phone or even my iPad if I really cared. You know what? Typing this shit down because I got the keyboard. I just be recording my thoughts because shower thoughts are great. Bro, what if you don't ever know, man? You're going to come up with the cure for cancer in the shower, man. You just be thinking. Maybe not the cure for cancer, but maybe you come up with 6G.
Someone's got to come up with Wi-Fi 7, Arthur.
At some point, someone will get Wi-Fi 7, and then it'll just be so fast that Ethernet will no longer exist. You'd shower. I don't know. I just enjoy. My parents hate it, but I would take 30-hour-long showers.
How are you not wrinkled up like a raisin by the end of it?
Just get better.
I used to do that.
Well, I don't do like terribly hot boiling water. I do like kind of moderate-ish, warmish water. I mean, I'll do hot like maybe at first. Maybe just to get into it and then drop it down. Maybe I don't know. Also, it was because my parents were getting mad that I was wasting the hot water. Okay, fine, I'll lower the temp, and then I just got used to it. But yeah, bro, when you're in your thought,
nice spot.
It's just, bro, you're in your natural state, bro, butt ass naked, bro, just thinking, man.
Yeah,
that's the most artistic shit ever. You all to yourself, just like, man. Life is crazy, man. You just be thinking, man.
Right?
It's great. It's like the greatest therapy session you'll ever have. Just be thinking. Safe. Your safe haven. Haven that is safe. Just thinking. You should try it, Zach.
Butt naked.
Butt ass naked.
Accompanied by water.
I mean, why do you think the Asian, like, they'd be like meditating under the waterfall type shit? You know what I mean, man? Distance yourself from pain and reality and just think like this. You too. Hey, Zach, remember when we used to roll our arms one way backwards and the other one forward?
Mm-hmm.
You do that? Hey, can you do it, Jackson? So take one hand and roll it backwards and the other one and roll it forward.
So this and this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I put that on my resume, Zach. What was the reason? No, it was in middle school. I remember this too. I remember the day. I remember the moment.
Bro, I remember you were sitting there trying to teach me how to do this, and it took me fucking forever to figure it out.
I remember for whatever. That's just ends up being a memory that I carry from middle school and nothing else because I don't remember middle school. We were in PE. And we're doing the warm-up. No, before we did the warm-up lap, my friend asked me, I can't remember. Remember Vadim?
Yes.
He's kind of a Russian kid. He was kind of short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
You do?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He was like, like a Vadim or whatever. Yeah. Hey, yeah. He was, he asked me, can you roll your hand back and forward? It's impossible. I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it. Brain's not wired. Go and do a warm-up lap. Around the parking lot, come back. The entire time I'm doing this, figuring it out. Come back from the warm-up lap. Hey, Vadim. So yeah, it's just a random skill I have now. I don't know. I'll put that on my resume. I'll put it when I go and apply for Intel. Can you do this? So that my interviewer is like, no. Holy shit. Yo, get this guy a fucking CEO.
You'll work at Intel and still use all AMD.
Is it taboo to have AMD if I haven't? Hey, they don't need to know.
Yep.
Dude, hopefully one of these days I'd never get into an organization that's affiliated by Intel. Well, actually, okay. I'm not an Intel hater, but with my use case, I need more cores. And the only way I'm going to get more cores is if I go to AMD or I buy one of Intel's like XE processors with a shit ton of cores. And I'm not going to do that because that's expensive. I don't need to.
That's just expensive.
That's just expensive, man. Yeah, I'm saying. I'd rather spend $200 on headphones. So,
That is expensive.
That's expensive. Dude, these headphones, man, they're so crazy. When I was cracking them open last night, came home, then the package, picked it up. Package was like bent this way because as packages are, I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. And these aren't in a box or anything. They're just there in a bag. Naturally, because fuck, quality headphones, no need for packaging. You already know what's up. Yeah. So I get these in and like, bro, They're so strange. I'm listening to everything. Listen to rock. Listen to my Japanese weeb music, dubstep, Vocaloid type stuff. Dude, they're so. I don't even know. I'm gonna have you guys listen to it. I'm gonna pull some shit up and you guys can listen to it. It's just so weird. Like imagine you're at like a live performance and they're singing right here in your ear, and you hear everything. Everything.
All their breaths.
All their breaths.
All their farts.
All their. Well, hopefully not. Wait, I would hear it.
Bro, I just imagine someone in the studio like trying to belt out that one high note and they just slip out a two.
Oh Lord, dude,
That'd be great.
That's so great. What the fuck?
And
Nah,
dude,
man.
that's how they boost their voice up.
Yeah, that's how they get it into that
I
upper
don't-
octave, man.
I just got into. I don't know, man. I don't think I'll ever get into audiophile stuff, but I just got it after getting into this stuff, learning more about working with audio and stuff. Ended up getting into headphones, and now I'm just like, man, headphones are cool. And I've never owned studio monitors. You know, those headphones that I use, the gold one, status ones, they're studio. They're not. I mean, they're flatter than most like conventional headphones like yours and that one. I mean, obviously that one is just a hunk of fucking shit, but you know, yeah. But I've never had true studio monitors, something that's just flat, boring to listen to. But for some reason, these are not boring to listen to. I'm just like, dude, I'm having a time listening to this. I don't know, man. Weird shit. But you just gotta, the feeling.
Yeah.
The
I just want to listen to them.
yeah,
like,
man.
I want to listen to them.
I mean, I am
really
selling
bad.
them up. It's not as like I said, like I just explained, they were very boring.
Well, okay.
Compared
The reason,
to like consumer headphones.
the reason why I want to listen to them is because I've been wanting to get a pair of headphones that are very similar to those.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get these ones. Obviously, these were imported from Japan because they don't sell these in the U.S. There's U.S. versions, which is the 7506, something like that. I can't remember numbers. You know,
Right.
but they're fun. I don't know. They definitely take some getting used to because look how thin these pads are. Like, and the driver is like just right here. It's right there. It's right there. If a singer is singing, bro, she's in your ear canal. Love that shit. But I don't know. I mean, I'm an editor, you know. Maybe it could be a useful tool. Who knows? Maybe now I listen back into this because I haven't done it yet. Listen back into an episode of this podcast with these, and I'm like, wow, these are shit. Why did I EQ our vocals to be the shit? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. We've been talking for a while. You think that's about it?
Yeah.
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 Where are we at, Zach? I can't see it from here.
156.
Hey,
157.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. All right. I guess I'll take it from here. Thank you for listening. A bunch of stuff in the description. That type of things. You already know the deal. But now, fuck.
His shit.
His shit is down there as well. So if you want to check out his shit, you can find him now. Let him
Yeet.
know to speak to him. While Zach is a financial advisor, Jackson is an astrologist. So you have astronomy. No, if you want advice in that type of field, you ask him.
And Arthur's an English teacher.
I am an English. I took honors English too, Zach.
Jackson, is there anything you want to say to the people?
Anything you want to say? This camera, that camera. What do you want to say, Zach or Jackson?
Code North.
Yeah, go! And everybody clapped. The clarinets roll. All right, thank you guys for listening. We'll see if we can get him on, and we'll hope he'll be on again. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Later, nerds.